Hello and welcome. What the story say? Come in, sit down. Get your tea, get your soup, get your meta G. I don't know what, but just so you come in here and sit down because we're talking story. Let me paint a picture for you. Back in the day, when it was supposedly a simpler time, when work ended at a certain time, dinner was cooked at a certain time, people went to bed at a certain time, they listened to the death announcement at a certain time, and picked the note in place. That was the time I'm talking about. Back in those days when we were children, you're sleeping in your bed is on the floor, on the bedding, crocod's bag and thing. The old people hustling to finish up whatever, and you lie down there and they're talking story for your fall asleep. They tell you a story, but Stupidy Bill and Sensible Bill. Are you ready? Loud talk the story. Many people going to tell you this story very differently, but I'm going to tell you this story the way I tell this story, right? There lived these two boys named Sensible Bill and Stupidy Bill. They lived with their mother. She trained them right. She sent them a Sunday school and everything so they learn about the ways of the Lord, honesty, morality, and the whole lot. So this Sunday morning, she preparing for their breakfast before they go to Sunday school. Guess what is for breakfast? You know it. Bake and saltfish. Y'all know what's bake? For the people who are not Guyanese, let me tell you what's bake. In America, they call it fry bread. In other parts of the Caribbean, I think they call it Johnny cake. It's a bread-like mixture you make and you put your deep fry it. You make some little balls, you flatten them out, you left them to rise, and then you slide them in the hot oil, in the kahari or canary, or frying pan, or a little pot, wherever you can fry this thing in, that's where you just do it in. You get a long spoon, you slide in the bake, you turn the bake, so you just flipping. You're turning it over, you're just running it, so you take the long spoon, you pour some oil on top, that bake does rise, your mouth to start to lele before the bake and even cook. That's the kind of bake Stupidy Bill and Sensible Bill mother used to give them. Sometimes when she want the bake to be hearty, she grate little coconut inside and she squeeze the milk. Sometimes she put even the coconut itself. And then sometimes if they want it a little bit more hearty, they put little cassava to make the bake. Some people just call this bake float. But the most popular thing for eat bake with is saltfish. Some people just do it with cheese. Some people just do it with egg. But saltfish and bake is a thing for the weekend, right? So this woman says she gonna make bake for she two by picnic them. She prepared the bake, she make 12 bake. She roll them out, she left them there, she cover them down with she flour bag. That was what they used to make the napkin without the towel. She make she flour bag there and you get little hole and thing, but the side just go a country. The thing raised and she start to fry the bake. She fry 2, 3, she put it out in one colander for cool near the window. So the bake coming along. She call, Stupidy Bill, Sensible Bill, are you come here? They come, she say, put on your clothes. They put on the clothes, the bake frying. They're at the table waiting. She make the tea. You know when they make sweet broom tea. And the tea hot. She get 2 cups, she half the cup so. She half the cup so that the tea can cool for them drink. But you know when you're waiting for your bacon thing and tea hot, you get antsy. Then 2 antsy, then get a little sweet broom tea and then drink it up. And she get the bake, she put out 2 bake with a little saltfish and then start for eat. Now, Stupidy Bill is one of them young people who does eat and sing. And you know that if you eat and sing, you a first class crave man. Craven mean you're craving, you're greedy. You avaricious. Yeah, eat and sing. But I said, stop it. Don't eat and sing. Hey, you're a crave man. So he stop eat and sing. Sensible Bill Clean up nice. When him mother now look, he grab one another bake. Stupidy Bill say, give me piece now. He give piece them, eat it quick. So the mother say, all right, get up and go and brush your teeth and you're ready for church. Mustn't go to Sunday school late. Next thing you know, them ready for left the house. The mother say, what good? But as them left the house, she eye glance at the bake container, the colander, then looks a little bit. She said, what go on here? When she start count the bake, she said, wait a minute. Me think say me add more bake here. If I this eat one, how much bake me supposed to get eh? Anybody take this bake? Sensible Bill say, me ain't take no bake. Me ain't take no bake. Remember, Sensible Bill don't thief the bake and share with the body, Stupidy Bill. So bake indeed missing. He said, me ain't take no bake, me ain't take no bake. Mother say, all right. But as she sit down, she say, make sense out of nonsense. If me give them that 2 bake, me not supposed to left with 10 bake, but me not see 10 bake. As a matter of fact, 3 bake missing. She said, how this is possible? She said, I wonder if Puss eat this bake. She look, Puss, pss, 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 pss. Puss come, Puss now look like he eat a bake. Meanwhile, Sensible Bill and Stupidy Bill are head for the gate. She say, I come back here. Then come back. She check Sensible Bill. She check his pocket them, he not get no bake. She tap his stomach, he not get no bake. She knock his hat, he not get no bake. Meanwhile, Stupidy Bill a dance from foot to foot, foot to foot. And as you again, she have to make sound. She said, what happened to you? Nothing. When she look at it, she see something around down here. She said, what? He said, sweat. I sweat, mommy, I sweat. She said, sweat come. She gills him by the collar and she knock off the 2 bake fly. Rex take 1 and Rover take 1 and gone with the bake them. A hat, the bake hat, that by thief a hat bake. Put him inside the hat and he start for run down. And the aisle run down his face and he tell him mama say, I sweat. She kills him by the collar and she start to waxy. You know what I beat you with back in the day? Paddle. You know the paddle that I stick for shove the pone in the oven? Like one paddle, a da. She get one and she start to apply the paddle to his behind. Waxing. And so he start for holler. But all you say, nah, me. And the more he say, nah, me. And more she wax him. When she done, she say, go outside, take off them clothes and bathe your skin. Hey! Guyanese parents like for beat you and tell you, go and bathe your skin. So he don't bathe his skin. And then he there, she said, stop the chin music. You have to stop, make noise. Or else I'm going to give something for cry for. What you crying for? And don't even answer what you're crying for because, of course, then don't beat you. So that is the story with Stupidy Bill and Sensible Bill and the bakes. Now, let me break this down for y'all because you know I'm a cultural rhetorician and I don't just talk story for talk story's sake. Now, back in those days, when they told you these stories, it's because life was somewhat simpler. You know, there was no light at night, electric light. They had flambeau, which is a bottle lamp. Sometimes they have kerosene lamp, they got gas lamp. But all these things, the energy would run out. So they would conserve and they turn it off. We didn't have TV and devices, so stories were our go-to. These stories were passed down from generation to generation. I heard them, other Guyanese heard them. You heard them in different settings, different renditions of the story. Because listen, your mother could tell you the same bake story 10 different ways, you know. Yes, but we all enjoyed them no matter how many different ways they told us. What are these stories really? These stories are edutainment, as they call them nowadays. They educate and they entertain. You learn that if you steal, you won't get catch. And if you steal and you're stupid, worse. And somehow as kids, we related to the folly of Stupidy Bill. And we related to the sense man insensible bill. Or some people say sensible. I was never told sensible, so me don't say sensible, I say sensible bill. Anyway, so those are the things we learn. We also learn about morality in funny ways. You see, older people get a different meaning from the same stories. And no matter how young you were, you got some kind of meaning. But as you grow older, you process these things. For me, it seems as though this thing is true. You make picnic, you don't make them mine. This woman got 2 sons. Them call one sensible and they call one stupid. She raised them both the same way. One always had the stupidness and one always supposedly the sense one. The sense one always outsmart the stupidity one. Life goes so? It's life goes so. What may I tell you? Whatever you get from this story is what you get from this story. Till I will talk again, I walk good.